Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in friends. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. Sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it's speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come for free.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night.
You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me. It's a vision, little baby, I'm moving cozy. Most solid in the game, it can't fold me. How you do it, it's so fluid, let's get to it. If you want something, gotta commit to it. This is something that jam to and sip to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Made of whales in it, got a twist to it. This ain't Big Sean, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too.
It's week 17 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Stefon Diggs. He's been a quarterback's best friend, nearly 1,300 yards receiving on the year. It's the Bengals and the Broncos coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you... The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. Play action. Here's Hurts. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. That's caught by Chosen. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. Fancy footwork in midfield. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell them, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The numbers for White a week ago: 18 carries, 75 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here now a third down and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. On fourth down, here's Bryan Anger now to kick this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Cobb to return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. That's over the middle, caught by Chosen. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. In motion, the tight end. Back to Walker on first down. Powers through. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago: 23 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season. On the counter, it's Walker. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. They go play action with Hurts. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Hurts. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. A yard all they need, but it's third down. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a third down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people? They worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer. Still did it anyway.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. Hopkins' kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Rodgers going to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Throwing is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Aaron Rodgers, a 10-yard touchdown run, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Throwing is Hurts. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion right is Smith. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes Zay Jones with the rest of his offense as they take the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. They stay on the ground with White. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Rodgers. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. On play action. Now Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Slide, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Foyesade Oluokun able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach is talking with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as Abdul arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's Hurts to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by Chosen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Hurts. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Hopkins' kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some space here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now it's Rodgers. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was the Texans who picked up the victory at home. Nico Collins, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Kendre Miller, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Calvin Ridley, a touchdown catch in the victory. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Aaron Rodgers. He's got the lone touchdown of the game on a touchdown run. We'll see if he can get it going through the air as this one goes on. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's complete to Diggs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Rodgers going to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Rodgers to throw once more. Complete to Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Throwing is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Running out of the gun with White. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Rachaad White with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Smith will come in motion right. And they'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. The tight end in motion right. Play action. Here's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
Offense is working a little bit. How back. But they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and the Bengals grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
The Bengals getting set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
First down, here's White.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. They go with White on the counter. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Second and 9.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9. At the
Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete to White. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Rodgers again now. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. To throw is Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Here's Hurts to throw. That's over the middle, caught by Chosen.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw again.
And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Now Rodgers. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie to meet him behind the line for a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Rodgers going to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. And he's got room. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. In motion goes the tight end. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
And it's caught.
And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Hurts will throw.
Flushed out right. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. This one goes underneath to Walker.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Opting to run again here with White. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 22 and a 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
White is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And Walker has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's caught by Chosen.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins.